Did you know that you can use lichen to tell how old things are? Lichens are the colorful, crusty bits on these rocks and fossils, and there's a few different species here. That's what all the different colors are. And because all of these made the bad decision to live a life where they grow on rocks, they tend to grow pretty slowly. So if you measure how wide they are, you can get an estimate of how long it's been since that rock was exposed to the surface. And in this case, that's kind of useful because these came from pretty high elevation and were about a 2 mile hike in. So, knowing how often I should go back to see if there's new material weathered out will save me a beautiful but time consuming hike. Lichens of different species and in different climates have different growth rates, and I was really too lazy to identify these, so I'm using very broad estimates here. It looks like we have a few different size classes here, around 16 to 20 millimeters, around 4 millimeters, and some little tiny guys. So that kind of corresponds to, very broadly, 8 to 15 years ago, 2 to 4 years ago, and relatively recently. And the fact that all of these are kind of clustered might mean that the material breaks off in bigger storm events. I need to look at the weather patterns here to confirm it, but if so, then I know to definitely go in the years when we've had a major rainstorm, for example. It also tells me that it's okay that I didn't make it up here last year. The missing chunks of these fossils had long since weathered away. We were able to find some chunks further down the hill, but it's a big talus slope. Probably some of them are covered and probably some of them have been eradicated. So it's nice to know that it wouldn't have mattered if I showed up last year either.